Hello again. In this video, we're going to do a chemistry experiment, and it's one that you can do at home with some quite simple equipment. This chemistry experiment is called chromatography, and chromatography allows chemists, that's the scientists that do chemistry, it allows them to separate out mixtures of chemicals from each other. Now I've got a black felt tip pen here, and the ink is black in colour. But when you use chromatography, you can separate out the different colours inks which make up the black colour. So for this experiment, you'll need a felt tip pen, you need a pencil, you need a ruler, you need a little glass with about 1 centimetre of water in the bottom. You need a bit of filter paper. You maybe get this out of the coffee filter, or you could maybe try kitchen paper, something that soaks up water. And finally, we've got our wooden stick. That's going to suspend the filter paper over the water. Remember, reuse, recycle, repurpose. Okay, let's make a start. Okay, the first thing to do is to draw 2 pencil lines on the filter paper using your ruler. Okay, now we're using pencil because if you remember, if your school books, if you use pencil and write on them and they get wet, you can still read the pencil. But if you've got pen and your books get rained on, it goes all smudgy and you can't read it so well. So the pencil is going to show us where the ink starts off, and then we can see where it goes during the experiment. Okay, I've put the black ink between the 2 pencil lines, and I'm going to suspend it over the water. Just make sure that the ink doesn't go into the water. That's what those pencil lines were for, to give us an idea of where to go. I'm going to start my clock. And let's see what happens. Okay, that's a minute later, and already we can see that the black ink is starting to separate out. The ink is creeping up to the filter paper with the water. And as the water flows over the ink, the smaller ink molecules go faster and they go higher, and the larger ink molecules go slower and they're lower down the paper. So let's see what happens after another minute. Okay, look what's happened now. The ink, the black ink which was between the 2 pencil lines, that area is now clear. All the ink is moved away and you can see the 2 parallel pencil lines, and the ink is still traveling up the filter paper, and it's separating out the smaller and bigger molecules of ink. After another minute, the ink has separated out even further, and the smaller molecules are lighter in weight, which means they go faster, and the larger molecules are heavier in weight, which means that they travel slower as water flows over them. But you can already see that that black ink has maybe two different colours of inks mixed together to make the black colour that we see normally. Okay, the chromatography experiment has succeeded in separating out the different coloured inks which make up the black ink in the original felt tip pen. I'm going to take the filter paper off now. I'm going to give it a little bit of a dry. I'm going to show it a bit closer to the camera so you can see how much the black ink has moved from the pencil lines and how it's separated out into a red coloured ink and above that a blue coloured ink. So you can try that at home with different felt tip pens to see if you can get different colours. Have fun!